Finally, after so many months of waiting, the new episode of Super Dragon Ball Heroes promotional anime has been released, and before continuing with the video, in case you haven't seen the episode yet, I'm leaving it here below in the commentary. Without further ado, let's start. The episode under the title of The Strongest Against the Most Dangerous, unleashing a power that surpasses limits, begins as follows. Demigra boasts overwhelming power against the Dark King, who even put the Supreme Kai of Time Aeos in a predicament. Vegito bravely appeared and delivered a blow of justice, and this deadly battle finally reaches its climax. Vegito shows an overwhelming power against Demigra and also uses his most powerful technique, the final Kamehameha. However, something completely unexpected happens, although it was obvious in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, since once again Vegito's fusion was a complete smoke for the promotional anime, since not even a minute passed and they ended up separating immediately into Goku and Vegeta. We can only hope that in the manga, they will be able to show us this complicated final battle in its entirety. In fact, in the manga, we were able to see Vegeta battle against Majin Buu, and then also the confrontation of the Prince against Demigra, both events that were completely omitted in the promotional anime. Historically, in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, Vegito would not have defeated any main opponent since his first battle in this promotional anime. Proof of this were the fights against Cumber, with whom he ended up losing, despite having used the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. The second confrontation he had was against Broly Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, in which battle he had to ally with Vegito Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, but even the two fusions had problems to defeat this Broly, and now Vegito has a third brutal encounter, and as expected the fusion would not end up being what would eliminate the villain Demigra either. In this episode we have also been able to witness the new transformation of Demigra. This would be somewhat different from the previous version he had in the past, but of course much more powerful. It seems that Vegito was more than enough to face this individual, but it was evident that Demigra is not yet using all his power. He also has some transformations pending, so it was a matter of time before Demigra could defeat Vegito. The most impressive of this episode was the impressive alliance of Goku Super Saiyan Blue, his son future Gohan, and even his father Bardock in Super Saiyan 3. If Super Dragon Ball Heroes could not surprise us anymore, it was incredible that they recreated now a kind of triple Kamehameha, grandfather, father and son, and even more epic, the three reached the maximum level of their transformations in the middle of the final confrontation. On the one hand, Bardock raised his level to Super Saiyan 4 while Goku managed to awaken again. The full Ultra Instinct also appeared. All the classic Dragon Ball characters of all sagas and alternative series like Dragon Ball GT for this final confrontation also appeared in this episode, although briefly only a second. Also appeared the Android 16 and many more. There is much to comment for now. I still do not believe that the Spacetime arc has concluded. In this way, as promotional anime arcs usually end at the end of the year, so it is very likely that this universal battle will still continue. What I think is that Goku will have to use the full Ultra Instinct again at some point in the battle, since he has not used this technique of the angels for a long time as well. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 was also facing Broly, but he also lost the fusion, separating into Goku and Vegeta Xeno, so now it seems that Broly had the advantage against these two, so it's a matter of time for Broly to defeat his opponents, which means that this Spacetime saga would not end yet. And well, basically this has been a summary of the events we saw in the 49th episode. Dragon Ball Heroes is also nearing 50 episodes, and there seems to be no indication that it is going to end anytime soon. In fact, they once said they plan to continue with the episodes for another 15 or 20 years. And well friends, I'm back to continue creating content Super Dragon Ball Heroes, so if you like the video, give like, comment, and do not forget to subscribe to beat the algorithm of YouTube. Thanks for watching and see you soon.